Alright, sorry my last video got cut off, but let me go ahead and pick up where I had left off. Let's go through a couple of examples together. And for these types of problems, I'll go through on this one the two ways that you can do it, where you can divide first, or you use distributive property and distribute in. And then the other ones, I usually tend to just divide first, especially if it's going to turn out to be a nice number. And what do I mean by that? Well, I'm going to go ahead and set up my algebra T. This is multiplication. I'm going to get rid of the multiplication first because I get rid of parentheses last. So I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by 3. If this is divisible by this number, I like to divide first. If not, that can get nasty. I tend to distribute in. 3 divided by 3, that's 1, so that cancels out. So you're left with x plus 5 equals 13. Subtract 5 from both sides, and we get x equals 8. Now let's solve this by distributing in and see if we get the same answer. So this is going to be, if we distribute in, 3 times x plus 5 equals 39. I'm going to go ahead and multiply in, and I get 3x plus 15 equals 39. Now I'm going to use my reverse order of operations. I'm going to get rid of addition first. So I'm going to get rid of the 15, and I get 24 equals 3x. Then I divide by 3, and I get x equals 8. So as you can see, both of these methods give you the same answer. I think this is easier to just divide right off the bat, especially if this answer over here is divisible by whatever that front number is. So I'm going to divide both sides by 7. I get x plus 8 is equal to 7. Subtract 8 from both sides. X equals negative 1. So that's a negative 1. Negative 1. Let's do a couple on the bottom with division. So again, we want to get rid of parentheses last. So I'm going to actually get rid of the division first. I get rid of division by multiplying. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 5. The 5's cancel out. I'm left with n minus 10 equals 20. I add 10 to both sides, and I get n equals 30. And again, I could plug back in to double check my answer. 30 minus 10 is 20. 20 divided by 5 is 4. So I'm all set. I'll do one more with you. Again, parentheses need to be done last, which means we need to get rid of the division first. We get rid of division by multiplying. Multiply both sides by 10, so the 10's cancel out. We're left with y plus 8 equals negative 90. I'm going to subtract 8. Now we've got to be careful here because we have to KCC this, seeing as it's a negative and subtraction. So I'm going to go ahead and add a negative, and I get negative 98 is equal to y. I want you to go ahead, finish the rest on your own, double check your answers with my scanned copy of the notes on the website, and practice on your own.